Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now McCoy. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
4 yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and get the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Here's Brady. Buying time to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Goes back to Sutton. This time completes it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's intercepted. Picked up down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. After the interception, here's Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Rolling to his right. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down onto the 35. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now an option play on 2nd down. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll level the former Bulldog. It's the rookie DeAndre Swift. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try it now with Swift. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
The ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now. It's McCoy, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Buccaneers.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Brady to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to win.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Play action. Stafford. And he'll be stopped up as he could only muster a yard. So 4th down coming up on the other side as we have reached the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun, it's Brady. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. 10th carry now for McCoy. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now McCoy. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll buy some time right. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A 20-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much.
Like you literally are
but it looms
overflowing.
big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Your own
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You play me next week, so you about to be 0-5. I got the Bengals, and I guarantee I'm still blow you up. Yeah, what's up?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Jason Pierre-Paul able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And now he's counting the tight end Hawkinson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there on a first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Nice driving on 2 hands.
From the gun, here's Stafford being chased out left. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the box 33. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
Loss of 9. Now 2nd and goal at the Bucs' 15-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. We're back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. This is out quickly to the right, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Brings up.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense, on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And well.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. play action. Now Brady. And his throw is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
He's brought down.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Forced out to his left.
This game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Brady. Pressure too strong. Down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
It's 2nd down.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady completing it to the right side. Johnson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Complete, he finds Brady. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the 1st before he's tackled.
Brady to his tight end, Braid, for the Tampa Bay 1st.
From midfield, here's Brady. Steps away to his left. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After After the interception, here's Stafford.
They'll try and set up the screen. Swift.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They run the option on second down.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 57 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he stopped immediately there.
Ball carrier.
Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
And he's going to use his legs here.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater.
On for the field goal, a 30-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Today's final score, Lions 6.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Detroit, the wins have been hard to come by, but they get one here to move to 4-11 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll
Bye.